Broadcast. Hello, and welcome back. Things look a little different, and that's because the last time I recorded, I actually forgot to save, so things are different now. Also, there were a couple of failed recordings, so that happened too. First order of business, to put the minions in order. As you can see, I have an odd number of minions, and my OCD won't stand for that. So, building a locker. Actually, building a couple of lockers. I don't need the tutorial, thank you. Actually, no, I can't put them there anymore because that's just gonna... Well, I only needed one more anyway. I swear I got it to work before. One of the failed recordings. Anyway, as you can see, I went ahead and completed all of this and redid everything else. My power station should be big enough now so that it supplies everything I need. All the backup power, all the regular power. I should be good in case something happens, but hopefully it's not going to happen. Made a couple more mistakes in my base building. For instance, you can't make 2 doors if you do this, so that's basically just dead space. Or none, it depends on what I figure out. Same deal with this here. But anyway, everything has calmed down, everything's at zero income, 0 heat, everything is sealed and guarded and completed. Now is time to go on with the actual thing I'm supposed to do. The objective says, capture and hold a maid that is vacationing on the island. So first of all, you should fire your travel agent, because there is no way you should be able to go to an island that doesn't exist, that happens to be the home of a mad, super evil 60s style genius that's trying to take over the world. That's a big mistake, and that person needs to be fired from their job and never allowed to do it again. So this is our maid that we're going to be targeting tonight. I would call her a French maid, but she's not really in the French maid look. So I guess I'll call her some other kind of maid. She reminds me of Vanquessa? She reminds me of the maid from Family Guy. So Miss Needs More Lemon Pledge is going to be the target for tonight. I'm going to use Yojimbo. Oh, his name is Jubi. Jubi, the samurai swordsman and sushi master. I'm going to use him because he hasn't leveled up yet. And they only level up when you use them for things. So I have to use him. Jubi, take her down. Can you guys even hear what's going on right now? No, you can't. Let me fix that. There. Now you should be able to hear it. So, we put her in prison. It's nighttime, so all the minions are taken to the beds. Like I said, I didn't make the area big enough to handle all of the beds it would need. But, you know, hopefully they're working at least well enough. I still don't understand why all of the things you need to generate electrical power are bad, but the room with the giant suspicious stack of gold isn't. But I suppose it was a balancing issue or something. the freezer's pretty full on heat.
Right, going.
I did not mean for you to do that. Somebody pick her up, please. I did not mean for that to happen. The only thing worse than dropping the soap is dropping the maid, I swear. So, you're probably wondering why I haven't put any doors on this yet. Well, besides the fact I did the corridors wrong. I didn't put a door in this because I've literally had agents walk straight through these places and never suspect anything, even though these items do generate heat. And with that rather loud confirmation,
some characters, like the Maid,
and that stupid thing, we now know that I have unlocked the interrogation chair. And I placed that there. Actually, I should place a couple, at least 3 of them, you know, so I can get through all of my prisoners in a hurry if need be. Buy those. Move my genius around so that he can inspire some of the other people. Well, not so much inspire as creepily stare at so that they perform their job slightly more adequately. I believe I went over time clocks in another episode, but time clocks adjust how many people are in a room at a given time. If you don't need people in the room, then don't put one down, but if you put one down, at least make sure the first notch on it is up. If you slide it all the way back to the red, it doesn't work. Excuse me. If you slide it all the way back to the red, it doesn't work, and sliding it all the way up, make sure that every single minion in the place is constantly sitting there, and that's just going to clog up the room and make it really difficult to work. So don't do that either. And here come some guys right now. They should be delivering that as we speak. I've gone over the importance of having a fire extinguisher in every corner. Believe me, it's important. Just do it. Make sure you have them, and make sure you have plenty of the type of minion that uses them. What type of minion uses them? Well, I'll get to that in a minute. Don't rush me. Art takes time. Yeah. Now you click this button, and then you select this button. And one of your guys will start walking right up and gank her out. And it's important that you do this as quickly as possible, because if you don't, your prisoners will escape and or kill themselves. So make sure you do that. Funniest part in the whole game, people. Now, is he going to do it? Well, first he's going to hammer space some symbols and smash her. Darn it, he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. Drat. Oh well. We'll see it later. But now your minion has evolved. And now it's gonna bombard me with all kinds of crap that I didn't need to know about. Yes, yes, fine, whatever, yes, yes. Get it off my screen, thank you.
as well as being a cash candy.
Go away! Darn tutorials. And now, the next thing to do is to become the head of the criminal underworld. But first, let's check on my minion that just evolved, shall we? Our evolved minion is called a valet, or valet, if you're into that sort of pronunciation. These are the kinds of minions that can use fire extinguishers, and believe me, it's important. I cannot stress how many times my entire base has burned down because I didn't have enough valets and enough fire extinguishers. You need them. There. Now that I've said that, of course, you don't have to snatch up the person every single time. Another thing these valets do is that when your minions get too tired or get hurt, they will escort them to the proper room in case they're too stupid to, you know, just get up and go. Because sometimes they are, and believe me, that's annoying. They will pick them up and carry them to the appropriate room. Now, the question is, where should I put said appropriate room? I wasn't very smart with the way I designed all of this, so you'll have to bear with me. The mess hall. Mess hall. You're gonna need a mess hall, and you're going to need it sort of big. I'll just make a corridor through here. Right up to that point. Ah, crap, I'm out of money. Need to send some guys out. Now, another thing that valets do, valets, however you're going to pronounce it, is that when you send them to the world map, they play down your stealing. So stealing becomes less noticeable, thus you can do more before the good guys come and try to stop you. It's actually very helpful. Take my mastermind for a little walk down the corridor. My valet's just standing there because there's no one to escort around. Oh, another thing they do, and this is the last thing, I promise, is if you have an intruder tagged with the weaken. Yeah, you heard her. She said psychological weakening. That means they come after these people and they attack some of their sub-stats, like their intelligence, or smarts, or their attention span, or even their loyalty, and that can actually be pretty effective in dealing with them rather than outright killing them. But most of the time I outright kill them because, you know, outright killing them is more, most of the time, is pretty effective. Like I said, a lot of this is going to start getting pretty grindy, so I'm going to try and not show you guys so much of that. This one thing, 29,060 every minute. So I should start getting that income any moment now, and then we can move on to the rest of the base building. And if I've not mentioned it before, you can move your mastermind or genius or whatever you want to call him into your money rooms so that they transport money faster.
What?
Well, I'm afraid that's all I have time for right now. I'll pick this up soon, hopefully. Thank you.